This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so we got Aaron the Plumber. This guy is mentally unhinged, okay? Just so you know, I mean, anyone that goes on 20v1 and says, like, yo, you ain't up to the, whatever he was saying. I forget what it was. And then the way he acts, okay, it's a big charade. These people get the fame that they want. They get their 10 seconds. And then it's what you're going to do with that. Now, Sexy Red got her 10, 15 seconds, and she stretched it. And Drake helped her. Aaron the Plumber, he's a typical 15 seconds of fame type of guy. He's getting his bag, but then they start feeling themselves like they're in demand, and they can just start treating people however they treat them. Vlad wanted to interview him, flew him out, which Vlad doesn't usually do, put him in a hotel, and then he went ghost. Okay, so then he started exposing Vlad's text messages. So now Vlad vows to expose him, and Vlad is petty. Okay, so Vlad is petty. Everyone's taking a page out of Academics' book because Academics is petty too. Okay, and I don't blame him. Okay, because people will treat you a certain way if you don't strike back, right? So Vlad has Wack 100 on, and they talk about him, whatever, and they break down the whole situation. Then Aaron the Plumber, and Aaron the Plumber also doxed Vlad's phone number. He exposed his phone number, and everyone was calling him. So then Aaron the Plumber thinks he's exposing Wack 100, which Wack 100's already exposed himself. There's not much to expose, right? He says, during recorded conversation, Mr. Jones made the following explicit threats. I'm going to get donut for not killing you blood, indicating known as they should have carried out an attempt on Mr. Sloan's life, mentioning that you keep whooping blood. We GNA activate blood. Gang members will be mobilized. Homie, don't give a blank about blank blood. You explicitly turn your TV off, blood, suggesting $1,500 bounty on Sloan's life. Is the Sloan Aaron the Plumber? Because they did have a back and forth. And then it said, we ain't got your mama's, we ain't got mama's kids. We don't have explicit who it is. Declaring one safe from harm. And family members just send a message. We gonna knock mama down. Explicitly threatened to harm Mr. Sloan's mother. Hold on. Aaron the Plumber. Real name. Is it Sloan? Yes, it is. Okay. So he has a case against Wack 100, I guess. Based on these statements, Mr. Jones likely violated Georgia's terroristic threats. Terrorize another person, evacuation building public place, penalties. If threats suggest death, it's a felony, 5 years in prison. If death's linked to gang-related activity, enhanced penalties. If anybody deserves this, is Wack 100. I'm going to be honest with you. He says, the police ready to arrest Wack. Just need a statement for the threats. He's scared to fight. At their old age, they're at risk for going to prison, then running a fade. That shows where guy's heart is. Energy. What did he say? Anybody threatening to kill women and children need to be reprimanded. It's like a running thoughts of Aaron the Plumber. Don't want me to bring too many people. People waited 2 months to say, okay, we will fight now. I thought he was cool, Wack 100 again. Wack, you can't walk the main line. You got to have a hard time. To be honest with you, Aaron the Plumber and Wack 100 going toe-to-toe, Wack 100 is going to win because Wack 100 doesn't play fair. Aaron, you will end up in jail, just like Big U. I'm going to be honest with you. You better have a clean record. Dreka Gates drops gems walking away from dead weight. She's talking about Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates is a clown. He wifed up a garden tool. Brittany Renner. You wifed her up. She already has a kid with a basketball player. She's on Basketball Wives. There's nothing pure about her. There's nothing pure about Kevin Gates, to be honest with you. There's nothing pure about him either. He's not a man. We're all people of God, right? But he preaches something he doesn't live. He's not one to follow, okay? So his wife, who held him down when he was in jail and everything, right? And mind you, Kevin Gates only had jail problems once he became a rapper, like a lot of these guys do. Once they become a rapper, they all of a sudden have these issues, right? But when they were rapping about all this stuff, they didn't do anything, okay? They became more of a gangster when they became a rapper. Dreka says, not every season feels clear. Sometimes you're deep in work, shedding dead weight, whether it feels like it or not. Shifting and finding your way back to yourself and to the journey you're truly meant for. And even when the past foggy, you can still walk it with trust. You're in a space of wanting more clarity, balance, or peace. The 21-day reset was created to hold you through that process. No pressure, no perfection. Just space to reset with intention. Okay, so she has a blog. Hey, I think she did her best with Kevin Gates, trying to make that a family. You know, she has her kids, and that's that. This is funny. Big Boogie faces fear of his life with Chuck E. Cheese. He does a whole... See, more of this, okay? I want to see more of this from certain rappers where they have a little vulnerability. They're not acting like the... This guy is funny. He fronts like he has all this jewelry. He's like, yo, guess how much this charm costs? $200. Yo, he's a This guy is a liar, but he's a funny liar. Remember when he said he turned down a scholarship for $10 million to college to become a rapper? Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Like, he's a funny liar, bro. He tells little lies, too. He's funny. Chuck E. Cheese. Scared for his life. Phantom. Say it ain't so, man. AMP's breaking up. AMP Twitter page unfollowed me and removed me from having access. All right, bet. Can't wait to find out who... Is this like a fake beef? I can't imagine them having beef with Phantom. They sold, they mad I won't do it too. They forget all the stuff I did. I was feeding the team when they didn't have anything. I was taking a risk. I done got all of us rich. Oh, we'll see. Dochi. Oh my gosh. She responds to the backlash. She says, God forbid a girl needs more umbrellas. No, you were yelling at them and disrespecting your team. You didn't even have that crazy of an outfit to be covered, need to be covered so nobody could see it. And I'm going to tell you something about all these. Oh, yeah. And then she puts out this statement like, we've been dreaming about this Met for a long time. Da, 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 da. All these rappers are like sellouts with the Met thing to me. Okay. Because they all preach this individuality, this and this and this. But they will buy 100,000, whatever, how much it costs to go to the Met. For what? For what? For this. It's all brands. And now all these rappers selling them souls for Louis Vuitton. You know, it's like being at the whim of brands. You get people like Kendrick Lamar that preach individuality and power and all this stuff, and then they're like Louis Vuitton, head to toe. You know, it's like, what are you? Are you a revolutionary? Or are you just like everybody else with labels? I'm sorry. You know, you can disagree with me on that, but I always thought that was weird. It's like, just be a sellout. A lot of rappers are. They talk about Rolls Royce and everything. Hey, at least they're open to what they are, you know. Don't preach your one thing and be another. That's my point, you know. She says, oh, jokes aside, I'm so proud of my glam team and the LV team for an incredible night. We've been dreaming about this Met for a long time. She's a plant. Jack Doherty. This is the guy that has Jack Doherty's chain. It's actually a catchy song. You got to go check it out. More snippets of the clips. I mean, how many years of snippets of the clips are we going to get? 4 years of the snippets? Just drop the album or don't drop it at all. Nobody wants to. I don't care who's in the comments and says, I can't wait to hear the clips. I'll listen to it too. But don't act like everybody's out here clamoring like, I got to get the new Clips album. They haven't been a group for 16 years and nobody cared. Pusha T was dropping music. Pusha T's a good artist. I like Pusha T. But let's not act like nobody would care about this if Pharrell wasn't the head of LV and pushing this on everybody, and all the blogs pick it up, okay? Because honestly, nobody cares. It always has to have some diss involved in it. One year it was a Drake diss. One year it was a Jim Jones diss. You know, it's like, and it never drops. So just leave it alone. Nobody cares. They already made their history, and they made their mark. They're legendary forever. Not legendary enough to tour off of clips. They have I think they only have 2 albums. They were really just a group that replaced Philly's Most Wanted, to be honest with you. Clips. How many albums do they have? I mean, the grinding just took over life. They only have 588,000 monthly listeners, so don't act like everybody's on there listening to all their music. I mean, let's just be honest. Their last album was 2009 till the casket drops. But really, I'm going to be honest with you, I think their last album was really 2006. That's the last time anybody actually cared. Because the one that dropped in 2009, if I'm not correct, is this the one with Cameron on it? Yes. It's the last song people really cared about. And then they broke up. And they had a lot of problems. People went to jail. Remember? Some of them were still moving weight. Not talking about the group members. Talking about managers. This album was okay. The song that was the best was the song with Cameron. Popular demand. Anyways, moving on from that. Sorry about that rant. Then we got Young Thug says he's dropping in June. We'll see. This is everybody that sold out with LV. Oh, Piers Morgan speaks out against the Kanye thing. I'll put a little snippet of it. It's not really a big deal. Hold on.
Yes. He was in Mallorca with some other rapper called Steamy or Somi or something. I can't remember his name. Never heard of him.
Talk about Sneeko. Steamy.
Some weird guy. I think he wants to be Andrew Tate's horrible little stepbrother or something from his antics. He's been banned from every other platform. But he was the conduit to get to an interview with Ye again. And I was genuinely curious to actually hold him to account for all the vile things he's been saying. Is he just a massive troll? Is he mentally unhinged? Or is he just a grotesque attention seeker? Or is he now a genuine anti-Semitic pro-Adolf Hitler Nazi? Or is he all of those things? I think at the very least, he ought to be challenged properly in an interview format to determine what he is or isn't, and to see if he has any explanation for what he's done. Anyway, we were supposed to interview him on Monday night. He kept my crew in Mallorca waiting for about 2 hours. He kept me waiting for 2 hours in London. He kept my crew in London waiting for 2 hours. All of this is expensive. Thousands of pounds and euros were being expended waiting for his greatness, as he would see it, to actually do this interview. And he didn't show. At the last minute, he decided he'd rather do it the next day. And I went, okay, I'll give him one more chance. Obviously, it was incredibly irritating. Obviously, my inclination was to wring him by his scrawny, arrogant neck. But no, I gave him another chance. Let's just see if he rocks up the next night, which was last night, Tuesday night. Once again, he kept us waiting for, I think, another couple of hours past the agreed time we were supposed to do the interview. Once again, he was costing us time and money. And my patience was almost running out. And then I got told in the middle of another debate, he's ready and he'll do it. Then I got told, actually, he's taking a phone call. So let's see. Then he came back. So his greatness was now available for me to talk to.
You get the gist. And then kind of got offended by the money thing. It is what it is. All right. Piers Morgan is a questionable person to me. But Kanye is kind of super questionable too. Honestly, they're a good mix for each other. They're a good mix, all right? This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Peace.